don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of you.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play.
Hey, box drop. Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
2nd and 15. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 15 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
7-7, our score after 1.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Check. Watch 54. 3 5.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively, pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. That's why you rely on your left tackle. Maybe you're high.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
He's checking crack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from a long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Still shedding tackles. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs.
The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Coming after you. I'm coming after you. Get it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Down. 50. Plant. General West. Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Please grip.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. And they give this time to the tailback. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, you got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A big play there. 71 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll... remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
3 pounds, 132 fighter. Shoot. Hey, orbit. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Oh, here we go. Oh. Right here, guys. Now.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Here we go. 10 over. Shoot.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Check, Pilot, 64. We own it. We own it.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Got it. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. We want this. Get it.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Let's go. Do it.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check it. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
80 weapon. Big grip. Big grip.
They'll look to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfect. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Broncos now down on the scoreboard. 1:12 to go. They need 2 touchdowns and at least 1 2-point conversion mixed in there as well.
On the double. Mike, 54 is Mike. Greystone, travel. 54. Get ready. Get ready. Go.
They'll set up to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pinned, and he's going to go down again.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got a man. He finds Sanders. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes